A popular motif in Korean dramas is that there's always a rich lead. There are rich guy poor girl dramas, rich girl poor guy dramas, and dramas where both the leads are super rich. But really, sometimes what we want is a couple whose backgrounds are a bit more relatable. Just regular people aiming for their dreams and making their ends meet. So here's 5 Korean dramas that embrace the poor guy poor girl trope. Number 1. When the Camellia Blooms. A good background is not really what you'd say about Dong-baek and Young-sik, the 2 main characters of this drama series. While Dong-baek is a pushover who is frequently misunderstood and the black sheep of town, Young-sik is a police officer who tends to act before he thinks, which has gotten him into quite a lot of trouble. In Korea, single mothers like Dong-baek generally have a bad image. That's why When the Camellia Blooms, with its realistic portrayal, has stood out as a unique series. Although Dong-baek's life is surrounded by terrible gossip, she was never ashamed nor tried to hide any part of her life. She is a calm and strong woman who doesn't hesitate to face her past and is prideful of who she is.
이제 와서 다시 도망가라고? 이 그지 같은 도돌이표 상황을 또 당해보니까 딱 감이 와.
Her soft demeanor does not make the character any less strong, and Dong-baek is an image that many women aspire to. It was no wonder that the male lead Young-sik fell for her at first sight. He had always dreamed of being in love with a woman as elegant as Princess Diana, and since he spotted Dong-baek at a bookstore, he believes that he has found the Princess Diana of his life. Together, the two head off to a pure and tender adoration, where Young-sik goes all in for the woman of his dreams and her son. While their relationship is not without obstacles, it was sweet enough to melt the toughest hearts. But that's not all there is to this outstanding and award-winning K-drama. There's also a dark twist, with a serial killer lurking around the town. This adds a good sprinkle of crime fighting and mystery to the plot, making it relatable yet exciting to watch. Number 2. Fight for My Way. Fight for My Way revolves around the lives of 4 close friends, who are all working very ordinary jobs, just like the people around us. Like many youngsters nowadays, this quartet has no choice but to be stuck in work they have no passion for, yet still retaining their dreams of becoming more. The male lead, Ko Dong-man, is a former taekwondo fighter. While his sole goal in life is to become a pro, he has to give up his dream to save his younger sister. Away from martial arts, Dong-man is no longer himself. Every day, he just hangs around with a boring part-time job. Meanwhile, the female lead, Choi Aira, is also unhappy with her life. She longs to become a TV anchor, but her lack of education and experience seem to make this impossible.
저 친구들이 유학 가고 대학원 가고 해외 봉사 가고 그럴 때 25번은 뭐 했어요? 열정은 혈기가 아니라 스펙으로 증명하는 거죠.
Her journey to achieving her dream is also a bumpy road, but it's one she embarks on with the support of her friend, Dong-man. The two also spotted interesting chemistry, as during childhood, A-ra was a tough girl who always protected the crybaby Dong-man, only for their positions to be swapped in adulthood. While neither a rich CEO nor a successful man, Dong-man's shoulders are still wide enough for A-ra to lean on. Fight for My Way is a refreshing yet relatable and meaningful K-drama that provides great life lessons. It highly resonates with anyone who is working hard and hoping to achieve their dreams. With a perfect balance of feel-good and harsh reality, Fight for My Way is yet another K-drama classic. Number 3. Startup. As the title suggests, Startup tells the story of young people in the startup world. We first follow the female lead So Dalmi, a bright and ambitious young woman, and learn of her dream to become the Steve Jobs of South Korea. Her background is humble, and her education level is nothing to boast about, but she has an iron will, an imaginative mind, and a determination that rivals even the strongest warriors. Supporting her in this journey is the male lead Nam Do-san, who she mistakenly thought was her first love. Once a math genius, Do-san started to slide later in life, becoming his family's shame as his talents were left for naught and his company was going down under. With both the leads struggling to get a grasp in life, Startup is a journey of reaching for one's dream, of resilience, and of working one's way from the bottom. The drama has a breezy and youthful vibe, further underlined by a light color palette. Most characters are good people, with a sweet and simple heart. with one of the best second leads out there and a complex antagonist that you can't grow to hate. While not exactly accurate overall, Startup still did a fine job. Despite its tech-focused theme, it managed to bring spirit in all its characters and relationships. The series is a flawed yet endearing anthem for a new generation of people, and at the same time, overwhelmingly inspiring. Number 4. Backstreet Rookie. Backstreet Rookie follows the convenience store owner Choi Dae-hyun and his eccentric employee Jung Se-byul. Choi Dae-hyun is a handsome but clumsy and slow-witted guy who decided to quit his job at a big company to run his own convenience store. There, he meets the quirky Se-byul, a part-time female employee with a rebellious past. Quirky and mischievous, Se-byul is determined to become a woman fighting for justice. The protagonists of Backstreet Rookie are in no way perfect. While the bold Se-byul has a disturbing past, Dae-hyun is kind and gentle, yet overwhelmingly naive. He worked day and night until he became a panda with dark circles under his eyes, and yet is still poor. The love line in Backstreet Rookie is also realistic, casting light on the issue of different social status. Dae-hyun and his girlfriend, Yeonju, love each other, but their love can't cross the gap between rich and poor. Se-byul and her crush, Kang Puppy, also look like a great couple, but think about it. It's impossible for a celebrity to be together with an orphan girl in such a precarious situation. There is nothing like a fairy tale in Backstreet Rookie. Rather, the series only has love stories between ordinary people full of defects. It emphasizes that a suitable match is not only in terms of soul, but also in family background and social status, yet maintains an overall happy tone. If you're bored of dramatic stories and just want to fully relax for once, Backstreet Rookie will become the perfect medicine to cure your spirit. Number 5. Pinocchio. In this Korean drama classic, we are getting to know the male lead Ha Myung, whose family was destroyed due to misinformation by the media. His father died in a factory explosion, yet a reporter accused him of murder, leading to his mother jumping off a cliff. Fortunately, Ha Myung was rescued by a kind elderly man who lives on Hyangri Island. The man mistook Ha Myung for his dead son, Choi Dalpo, and ever since, Ha Myung pretended to be Dalpo to soothe this man's heart. Meanwhile, the female lead, In-ha, is the old man's niece. She suffered from a medical condition called Pinocchio, and thus is unable to lie without hiccuping. Still, she dreams to become a reporter to follow the steps of her mother. The plot started to move as the family moved to Seoul, where In-ha spent 5 years trying to fulfill her dream, but nobody would hire a reporter who can't lie. To support her, Dalpo decided to quit his job as a taxi driver, forgoed his hatred for the media, and applied to become a reporter alongside In-ha. Unlike the typical K-drama trope of power imbalance, in Pinocchio, In-ha and Ha Myung are equals in both wealth and position. They both have a strong sense of justice and are willing to sacrifice for the people they love. It is a stunning Korean drama with a fair share of both dramatic flares and sweet moments. Who says romance is dead when these couples are in love, despite lacking wealth? Are any of them your favorite? Do you know any other poor Korean drama couples that are worth introducing? Feel free to share. And if you want more videos like this, like, share, and subscribe to bbalidrama. We'll come back soon. See ya!